It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A dump underneath to Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes Pettis on the return. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Saquon Barkley, 79 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one foot and say, boy, there's nothing left.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
On the carry.
Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Benjamin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your talk about hitting the home run. We're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking a big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Niners 14, Packers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Packer 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Going deep here for Watt, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers!
Rodgers pass.
Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
40-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Get ready. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
They go jet sweep. This is Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ball carrier.
For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago, and that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21. 49ers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
no hesitation. Don't try my patience.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Tackle made by Kevin King.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Dante.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Kevin.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is,
and he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
To Josiah
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged him.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Niners will go on offense
at their
1st and 10.
6-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. Down at first play of the drive, going for 14 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Mullins pass.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
And 1 at the 47-yard line.
Flush to his right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He'll find Aguara complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Packers.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He was covered by.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Rodgers, and he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Green Bay.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On the return is Pettis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Check, 42's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
You can't block me. Check.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Here's Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Flushed out right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Past the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
49ers.
So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back. He's 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be in that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Defensively.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Complete
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Packers 35, 49ers 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Benjamin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
49ers 31.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He gets this into the hands of Taylor, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
Rodgers pass.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd
of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And that's complete to Adams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 16. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Brought down at the 15.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, the win means they'll finish the first half